Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Love. And some room to work. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's looking deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that. But you've got to key on him and at least have two people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Under fire. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. Moore to the air. Gets it to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Slithers into space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're
going downfield for the big play. He's got it at the 30. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Runs through a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab on the left. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Whittington. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore will throw. Finds his big tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense getting set for 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. And an explosive play, has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
A nice play there, and I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running the route, give him an opportunity.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. To throw, it's Carr. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Trying to get the corner. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The field goal is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Whittington. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Moore. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Trying play action. Here's a heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call.
No,
this
that was on him
offense
holding.
plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for space. It's locked. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. To the air, it's Carr. Flips it out to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Price. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The defense uses
I ain't had no gap, bro. I can hit
get their act together. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's low. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He might want another play.
That's that PA. That PA. That's the play action play.
Moore will throw. Showing the arm straight down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and
they kick the field goal. Nasty.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to get moving. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because
breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to throw, it's Carr. He uncorks one deep. He's got it. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism better.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback.
Not a nigga hurt. After you just caught a crazy catch.
Looks as if
now
we
you
have
hurt.
an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a second down play.
This is...
On the run, it's Price. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 21 over Washington.
My boy got a dislocated ankle.
Week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yes. Oh, I gotta cut these injuries down, man. This is crazy.
This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on the offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting
my
that
ankle
play
is
up?
so
We've
off,
seen
bro.
earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to adjust the pattern. Under fire. He's got it inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field.
He used that route. I've seen it. You know, I bumped into him.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play.
Like, bro, he PA post-shotted me damn near almost every third, fourth play, bro. No bullshit.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Rushes on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Trying to take it back. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that kid.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it. They get the big pick.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Gets away from one, finds room, just keeps moving.
I ain't even try to allow pass, but I really try to touch
Inside
pass.
the 40,
I
they'll mark it at
like
the
that. It is. I ain't never beat this nigga before. He talk about my playbooks is needed. That defense and offense was just so ass. I mean, you ain't have to. You could play with other playbooks. It's just not a custom playbook, bro. It's tough as hell, man. I ain't give myself my first win, man. My game ain't got no stats. Picked that man off what 3-4 times. You running it up against the CPU. Nigga get real stats against your ass. You conceding this shit, man. Oh, Lynn, y'all, Mook and Lynn, y'all play, alright?